What's going on, guys? This is the Wisdom Matrix. This video is about how to. It's kind of what I was talking about yesterday about how to focus on the present, but I didn't add. I didn't really describe it very well. I did describe it, but I'm actually going to give you an actual, kind of technique that you can use to, do it better, because I didn't really do that very well at all, really. So this is more of a more in-depth explanation of how to do it and a technique to do it and a live exercise that you can do. So, how do you focus on the present moment? Well, what you do, the technique is you just focus on one thing for a couple of seconds or something like that. It doesn't have to. You don't have to count a seconds. One, I'm being focused on this one thing. Two, I'm being focused on this one thing. You just do it for a little while. A couple seconds or whatever. And the reason why I suggest only doing this for only a couple seconds with one thing, is because your mind will get very bored and it'll start to lax. It'll start to unfocus and become unaware. And the way to do this with just one object is you can focus on one part of the object. Like, say if you're focusing on your iPhone or whatever, you can focus on the screen, and then you can focus on the back part, and then the case or whatever. So something like that. So that's how you can do that with just one single object. And if a sound, if say if you're focusing on a sound or a feeling or whatever, if it disappears, you can focus on something else, or you can become aware that it's gone. It's gone. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to give you a live exercise technique here, that'll show you how to do this. Well, I already explained how to do it, but show you how to do it in real life. Now, so what I mean when I say you just focus on one object for a couple of seconds or whatever is, say something, you hear some humming or something. Okay, so let's just listen to some humming for a second. Okay, so that humming, you just focus on the sound of the humming as much as you can, or just not or a little bit at a time. It doesn't matter. It could be a lot of focus or a good amount of focus. I do recommend that you focus harder than you would normally be focusing on something, because it keeps your mind from trying to distract you. It still might, but not as much. Focus keeps the mind from trying to attach or distract. So you just focus on the sound of the humming. Just listen to it. What does it sound like? Don't think about it. Just listen to it and observe it. Focus on it. Concentrate on the sound of it. All right. So here's the live exercise. I'm gonna do the humming again, but this time you focus on it if you didn't before. Ready, set. That doesn't have to be as long as I just did there, but that was mostly to give you time to kind of focus on it. So, see if there's anything I need to add there, but I think I pretty much covered it all pretty well. Um, um, so yeah, like I said, I recommend you do focus kind of strongly on whatever it is you're focusing on, because it does keep the mind from distracting you from whatever it is you're focusing on, because it likes to move away from the present moment, because the present moment is it keeps your thoughts going. If you are not the present, no, sorry, the present moment stops your thoughts from going, from really existing once you focus on it for hard enough or long enough or whatever. If you do this, like say you have, for some reason, start getting emotional or whatever, you can focus on something outside of you, like a sound or a sight or a smell or a taste or whatever it is, or senses in the body, like the feeling of your butt on a chair or something like that, sensations. And if you do it hard enough, focus strongly enough, nothing really will affect you all that much, if at all. So, it's an exercise that you can do in pretty much any situation. So, like pretty much any noise or whatever, it can be used as like a way to return to the present moment. And even when nothing is happening, you can use a breathing or whatever. So, anyways, this is the Wisdom Matrix, and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe. And if you got some kind of benefit from it, share it with other people so they can get the same kind of benefits as you did. And I'll see you in the next video. One thing I did fail to point out, to notice, or to point out, is that you can use this as well. There's a couple things I didn't point out, but the first thing is you can use this as a meditation. You focus on one thing, that your mind notices or whatever, and just focus on that one thing, and then you focus on another thing, and then another thing, then another thing, then another thing. You can do this for like a 10-20 minute exercise or whatever. You can do this in everyday life in the same kind of way. Just focus on one thing, then the next thing, then the next thing. What is this next thing, So I didn't, that was one of the things that I didn't really mention. This is pretty much like the essence of mindfulness. So, anyways, if you like this video, please like it. Like I said before, share, subscribe. I might make another channel about just my personal insights and observations and thoughts about things. It'll be a lot less structured than this particular channel or the other channel that I have. But it's more like to collect my thoughts and to get these things into some kind of order. Because sometimes I do realize that it doesn't always. I'm not always very good at describing these things. So I might do that. I might end up doing that. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, this is the Wisdom Matrix, and I'll see you on the next video.